Harry's wife, but not you. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. The narcissist believes the world revolves around them. That has to be the mindset to enable the narcissist to believe that they should be afforded sufficient kudos, respect, admiration, adoration, attention, etc., to seek out the fuel that is the lifeblood of the narcissist. By believing that that individual is important, even those narcissists which engage in the faux humility of, oh, I'm nobody important, etc., that's still being done to manipulate people with the expectation that they will be told, oh, but you're so magnificent and important, this couldn't go ahead without you. The narcissist is compelled to regard themselves as the centre of the universe in order to drive them to acquire the prime aims. We see this repeatedly with Harry's wife, who struts around as if she's somebody special. Her narcissism deludes her and protects her from the fact that she isn't, that she is, quite simply, industrial beige. That she has nothing of interest to offer, no meaningful insights, that all she can do is trot out things that she's acquired elsewhere, although she doesn't see that she does that. Again, the narcissism does its job by blinding her and shielding her from the character trait acquisition that she engages in. Of course, there's always going to be somebody that doesn't realise that she's copying somebody else. There's always going to be somebody who's easily impressed by her supposed insight, which is little more than fridge magnet platitudes. There's always somebody that's going to be fooled by her, and thus she gets what she needs. There'll be a section that can be controlled. There'll be a section that gives her fuel and continues to enable her to acquire those character traits and residual benefits. Of course, many people now see through her. But so long as she can seek out, and she will be able to seek out, some fawning individuals that believe that the sun shines out of her derriere, that will enable her to progress. The thing is, she may not be able to progress at the level that she believes that she is entitled to, because she got herself up into the rarefied stratosphere and is struggling very much to stay there. A symptom of that, of course, is this head-to-head that the press have generated between the real royals, the Prince and Princess of Wales, and the pound shop royals, as they've been dubbed, in Prince Harry and his wife. And the Daily Mail, in an article by Martin Robinson and Rebecca English, tells us William and Kate have no plans to see Harry and Harry's wife this week, despite both couples being on the east coast of the United States. Amid fears, royal visit may be overshadowed by Duke and Duchess's bombshell attacks on family. Ordinarily, if you're living in separate countries and you happen to be in the same one, indeed in the same part of the country, you would think that you would get together. Yo, bro, let's sink some beers and catch up. But of course, William has not forgiven Harry for his behaviours and certainly has not forgiven the spider. And William is focused on discharging his own duties with regard to the Earthshot prize, and therefore regards Harry and his wife as little more than an irritating distraction. The article continues by telling us the Prince and Princess of Wales have no plans to see Harry and Harry's wife, despite both heading to the east coast of the United States. That knowledge, of course, that they're not going to go and see them would undoubtedly trouble Harry, and he would be capable of seeing that there continue to be problems within his family, whereas Harry's wife is wounded by it, but her narcissism will not allow her to realise that she's the problem that has caused this rift. Instead, she will see it as further evidence of the decision that she made being the right one, i.e. to leave the royal family. Such is her level of delusion that she believes everybody else is at fault and she's not done anything wrong, that she is the victim. The article continues, William and Kate will fly to Boston on Wednesday for the start of a 3-day trip to the United States. the highlight of which will be a glitzy awards event on Friday, described by one insider as the Prince's Super Bowl moment. Again, such descriptions are going to infuriate Harry's wife because she's basically got the cheap event compared to the all-star billing that is being afforded to the Prince and Princess of Wales. Experts have said that it is hugely significant that the couple's first foreign trip since the Queen's death is to America, where they will try to redress the balance after the damage Harry and Harry's wife have inflicted with their attacks on the royal family in the US media. Assertion of control through smearing, and the Prince of Pink Pancakes going along with it, because he is dictated to by his handler for reasons which I have set out on many occasions previously. The article continues, and just 200 miles away from Boston, in New York, William's estranged brother and his wife will also be in the limelight, accepting the Nipple of Grope Award in New York, organised by another branch of the Kennedy family, Robert F. Kennedy's daughter, Kerry, on Tuesday. Controversially, Kerry Kennedy has said that the Nipple of Grope Award in part recognises the Sussexes' stance in standing up against institutionalised racism in the royal family. Allegations that have been strongly rejected by the royal household. The Queen appeared to deny it in a rare statement before she died. With speculation building about Harry and Harry's wife's forthcoming Netflix docu-series, sources insisted the Waleses won't be distracted by other things. Now, of course, Harry's wife wants them to be distracted. She wants to overshadow them because the attention that's being afforded to the Wales wounds her, because she, naturally as centre of the universe, believes all eyes should be on her. And according to the Telegraph newspaper, citing a Foreign Office source, while the Palace team is highly cognizant of Harry's wife, 41, and Harry, 38, they are not scared of their shadows on this. Despite being in the same part of the world, just days apart, multiple sources have said they have no plans to see each other. Royal experts have said repeatedly that the brothers are no closer despite the death of their grandmother in September. This, of course, is demonstrative of William's stance as a normal, that he sees through Harry's wife and expresses his displeasure of his brother. Whilst he still has emotional empathy for his brother, he's not allowing sentiment to get in the way because he regards service and his role as being heir to the throne as important, and he cannot allow the institution to be bedeviled by the lambasting that the gruesome twosome engage in. Furthermore, the Princess of Wales has no desire to involve herself with Harry's wife as a consequence of knowing exactly what she must do to deal with her. Despite being in the same part of the world, there are no plans to see each other. They stayed just yards apart from each other in Windsor before and after Her Majesty's funeral, but are not believed to have spent time together apart from at formal occasions. Again, in keeping with the excellent advice that they have received. But as much as the royals try to focus on Earthshot, William is likely to face questions about Harry and Harry's wife, who have repeatedly criticised the royal family. They accuse senior royals of racism and ignoring Harry's wife when she was suicidal and pregnant in interviews with Oprah Winfrey and other US media. I would say the best thing is that they don't address them, because to do so, of course, gives her the attention that she seeks, and he doesn't need to clarify, because anybody that has got functioning brain cells can see that those things were lies generated by a narcissist, and that they were generated in order, of course, to pursue the prime aims. Accordingly, wounding for Harry's wife, it is confirmed that there will be no attendance on them or attempt to spend time with them by the Waleses, and there is the ongoing threat to control posed by the fact that the Wales' Earthshot event will overshadow Harry's wife, and therefore her narcissism will be scrambling to nullify this threat any way it can. Whilst there are those that suspect that she won't turn up to the Kennedy Awards ceremony, I anticipate that she will. Her narcissism will dictate that she has to do it, and that she will engage in taking another potshot at the royal family because she believes that she's the victim. And the failure of the Prince and Princess of Wales to get in contact, to pop round and have a fondant fancy with them, is going to be further grist to the mill as far as Harry's wife is concerned. She will not see it as an understandable response by them as a consequence of her conduct and that of the ginger poodle, but rather she will see it as confirmation that she made the right decision to step back, because their treatment of her thereafter aligns with what her narcissism has told her the way she was treated beforehand through the repeated revisions of history. How, though, are people viewing it below the line? Let's take a little dip down there to find out what the observations are. Is there any change in attitude? Is there a softening of approach to Harry and Harry's wife? Well, what we have, Carol writes, one couple is pure class and the other is pure trash. Make up your own minds which is which. Marciac, the Harry's wife team will do something to upstage the Prince and Princess of Wales. June Zabino, the trouble is the Sussexes cannot be trusted. If William and Catherine visited them, it will become a Netflix production, and everything said and done when they visited would be made public. Unfortunately, they are not trustworthy, and just sell everything and everyone for money. Zara UK 86. Inevitably, Harry's wife will work something into the speech, if they're scheduled to give one, that will mildly suggest some sort of betrayal, some sort of implied ism, to completely overshadow and attack William and Kate's visit. She is the queen of equivocation, Lady Macbeth. Architopphil. What exactly would it take to remove all their titles and privileges, thus reducing their public appeal to near zero? Bean H. Hold your heads high, Will and Kate. You've done nothing wrong. Example of pure class, demure, and happiness. Enjoy your trip to the United States, and I'm sure they have zero patience for the other two. Kim's new face. Of course they will avoid the Sussexes. Harry's wife and Harry are poison. Kate Vale. Catherine, our beautiful and wise Princess of Wales, will represent our country magnificently. William is a wonderful guy. He has also great taste. Kath X. One couple are there to promote a cause they are passionate about. The other are there to make money from lies. Who you choose to follow says a lot about you. Accordingly, the views remain as before. Support for the Waleses and condemnation, which of course is challenge fuel, should she see it, for Harry's wife. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.